Okay, we're talking with Cliff about video content for your own site. If you have a flip video camera, grab it and use it. And you have a funny story about when you used your flip video.
Yes, I was using my flip on a trip to New York and just to capture moments and send it up blog and things like that to create relationships with my clients about this another project that I do. So I go to meet with the president of Putumayo Records, and I go after that to meet with the CMO of Pepsi. And it's freezing in New York, so my daughter gave me her chapstick, and I use it. And my lips are really dry, so I keep using it. It's not really doing a very good job, so I keep using it. And I go to the meeting at Putumayo, and I leave, and I put some more of this on, and I go to the meeting with the CMO Pepsi, and then I get back in the car and hook back up with my family, and they look at me and say, "What is that on your mouth? Dad, you have like purple all over your mouth."
Oh,
she had given me a lipstick that looked just like chapstick, and I went to these meetings with purple on me, and I'm sure that that this is probably not good for business, so let's try to avoid that.
Well, why did you go with...
That's the makeup tip.
There you go. That's the only makeup tip we're
Don't
giving
wear
you.
purple makeup when you're a guy going to a meeting.
Maybe look in the mirror and maybe borrow your wife's lip gloss instead of your young daughter's
yes.
purple.
Yes, we all learn our
Well, that's so
mistakes.
funny because did you ever bring it up to the guys?
No.
Oh, I would have.
I should have, and you know what, I just don't, I wasn't comfortable, I'm sorry.
They wonder...
I want it to go away. Sometimes, okay, here's a little tip. When you're shooting a video and something goes wrong, just move on because people will forget. I'm sure they've forgotten about that. Please, tell me they've forgotten about that.
We call that denial, okay? No, that's denial.
Okay.
I hope you took a video of that.
I did.
Okay.
I have that on my flip camera. You mentioned flip cameras. Another thing that you can use, honestly, is just the camera that's on your computer. If you want to, and what's great about that is you can actually see yourself right away, so you can sort of check yourself, make sure it looks okay, and you know it's live, and you're pretty much right there, and you just hit capture on your computer. The flip camera is great if you're out in the world and you want to capture that.
Well, another clue about having, let's say, a Mac or a webcam, cover your computer screen because people have a tendency, the camera's here, catching you, and you're doing this, watching yourself.
Right.
You know, so put a piece of paper over it.
Well, the more you do this and the more you watch yourself, you're going to get better at figuring out exactly what makes, what makes you look good and comfortable, and you're going to get right.
Angle yourself certain ways.
Mary and Heather watch their show back, I'm sure, and have learned some tricks.
Oh, and you will be mortified. Okay, you'll want to burn the first 10 videos.
That's true. That's
Don't you
true.
think so?
No, that's true. But you know, you have to not think about it this way. It's not about you. It's about the audience, and it's about who you're trying to connect to. So if you're trying to sell them a product, any product that you're selling, you have to believe in, or you shouldn't be doing it. So I'm assuming you believe in your product. I'm assuming that your product is something that's going to be of value to people. Focus on that, because you know what? They're focusing on that. Everyone's thinking about themselves. That's just kind of a human nature point.
Yeah,
right?
that's so funny because, people don't really spend that much time thinking about you.
No, they don't. They want to see how they are in relation to you. So they're not overly judging you. They probably would judge you more if you looked like a gorgeous star. You know, that would be worse. It's better to look normal.
It'd be just awful.
It would just be awful, yeah.
Be terrible to be Angelina Jolie. Terrible to look like
it's
Catherine
hard.
Zeta-Jones.
It's hard to be her.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah. You know, you made me feel better today.
Good. That's all that matters. So you want to go through some of these tips?
Yeah, let's move away from makeup and looks.
Okay, so we bagged the makeup. We did talk about pre-pro, that you think about what you're going to say before you say it. Just think about the outcome of what you want to say, and so you can get to the point. You don't want to ramble on for 5 minutes. You just want to basically get to the point and introduce yourself, get comfortable so you're projecting who you are, and that all comes with understanding what you're going to say. As far as what's behind you, it can be anything. Keep your framing tight so what's behind you becomes less relevant. Lighting's important, and lighting can just be the lights in your house, or honestly, what looks amazing is sunlight. And like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, that golden time. It's a beautiful light to utilize if you can get yourself in a position where the light's sort of kind of not directly hitting you, but reflecting and coming into your room. That can automatically look great. And when you're out with a flip, stand under a tree. Don't stand in direct sunlight. And get yourself so it looks good on the actual screen that you're filming on. That's all it is.
Right.
And if it doesn't work, move it. When we're shooting commercials, so much of it is put up a light. Does it look right? No, move the light. I mean, we all do that. There's not
Right.
some magic formula. Everyone's using the same tools, and it's really just about get it looking right. If you're in a black background, you have black behind you, you want to have a little light behind you so you separate you from the black. So if you have black hair, it doesn't just turn into like a floating face.
Yeah, exactly. Bobblehead there.
We talked about makeup. Sound is important, okay? Don't have your microphone really far away from you. Have your microphone, see where this is? This is called a lavalier mic. This is the kind of mic that you can buy very inexpensively at Radio Shack or anything, any kind of a store like that.
So you don't think the flip video will grab the
It's
the
okay
quality?
if you stay close, but if your flip is 8 feet away, you're going to sound like...
Well, and I heard that people will watch a hazy video, but if they can't hear the
Exactly.
sound, they will turn it off.
Exactly. MTV actually was the company that introduced us to crappy-looking video being okay. And we loved that about them because it got us to be able to mix mediums. And you could have really bad, crappy video right next to really great video, and somehow the collage effect was considered all right. But if the sound is bad, it's just a bad video. And you can tell that when you're looking at your home videos, or you go online, look around. And by the way, if you're worried about the competition that you're going up against, Google whatever your product is, and maybe the top site that comes up will have some high-end, nice video. Then the one right after that will be horrible. So this is the bar. You don't have to go too high. You don't have to make this a big production.
True.
You just have to get it out there because most people aren't even doing this yet. I mean, they're just starting to, you know?
Yeah, I think in the mom world, there are a lot of bloggers that will video vlog. I think they call it vlogging.
I use the word vlog, but it's not really officially out there yet. So people, like, it's not settled.
Okay, we got to hurry because we only have a minute left.
Okay. And
we did talk about makeup, lights, camera.
We talked about the flip or your camera in your computer. If you want to get more elaborate, any of the HD cameras that you can easily get the files off of your camera onto your computer is what you want. Don't get something that's complicated to do that because we want to simplify our lives.
Okay, and the last one you say action.
Yeah, this is just about action is about getting yourself in the right state of mind to be able to deliver what you want to do. So it's really about psyching yourself up to understand who you're talking to and to get yourself in the zone. Relax. Don't drink a bunch of coffee and shoot a video.
Exactly. Decaf. Don't pull a Marion. Okay, what are we going to talk about? Well, thank you so much, Cliff. You can go to mcreativegroup.com if you want to see some of the work that Cliff has done. He's worked with major clients. We'll be right back on Momstown.